Well, let's see, this video had been wanting to do it for a long time, or rather, I had wanted to have this product or this type of product that, as you may have seen or may have noticed in the thumbnail or by the title, it's a motherboard that the main feature is that the connectors come on the back, and I'm talking about the ASUS TUF Gaming B760M BTF Wi-Fi. But hey, only 3 brands have this type of motherboard at the moment: Gigabyte, MSI, and... Well, I think it's a very good option. Although it's true, these plates have been around for a while. But well, maybe many people don't know that they exist, and I think it may be, I haven't tried it yet, that it's a good option for those who, for example, me, we don't like to see all the wiring of the computer with all the cable of the power supply, malware, USB-C connectors. So without wasting any more time, let's go straight to the review of this motherboard.
Well, here we are. ASUS TUF Gaming B760M BTF Wi-Fi 6. Let's open the box. Well, we started small. 6 GB SATA cable, obviously in the box. The Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi antenna, type it. Well, and here we have the antenna and the base of the antenna that we are going to assemble later. We also have screws for the M2. Well, the certificate, from the brand, the warranty, the manual, and as always, the stickers that bring the components to their TUF. And now, let's look at the motherboard. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for watching the video. Here we have the connections on the back, the connectors. How weird it looks without any connectors. Let's move on to the technical specifications,
So that we can get to know together this new technology or this new design that I still don't know, as I said. So let's find out together. Well, this board features an Intel socket, of course, LGA 1700. And it is compatible with processors of the 12th, 13th, and 14th generation. Also, well, it obviously has 4 slots. DDR5 RAM memory with a maximum memory of 192 GB and a maximum frequency of 7,200 MHz of awk. So I think it's a good max size. To play, well, it's enough. But for rendering and for that kind of work, 132 GB, the truth is that it's very, very good. It features one PCI Express 5 16X slot. The other slot is PCI Express 4 of 1X and the 4th one too, but of 16X. It has 3 slots for M2 PCI Express disks. That 2 are on the front, we take out. Perfect. Down here comes the thermal pad. And well, it's a good thing you don't need the screw. With this little tab, we simply put the disk, move it, and the disk is locked, and the typical screw is not necessary. And then in the other one, we have it over here. It's the same. It's the same as this one. And the third one we have in the third part. Here we have it. For the third album, at point 2, we have it there. And since we're on the back wall, let's see what connectors we have. Well, let's look at the typical ones. The ones that we have on any motherboard, we're going to have it on the back. Just so that the cables don't show through and it's a much cleaner view. But we have the CPU one, the general power motherboard one, the USB-C one. Well, USB, RGB pins. We are going to have 4 USB ports, 2 USB ports, 3.2 of 5 GB are very fast, and also the Type-C that are 20 GB. A beast! Sorry, there are 3, not 2. There are 3 of USB-C of 20 GB, and here we have this one that is to flash the videos or to update it or to make to the motherboard's BIOS. We have, of course, the 2-point network connection, 5 GB, and for the 2 Wi-Fi antennas, 7, and the connectors of the microphone, output, input. And we also added a little button I don't know if you can see it. Click to reset the BIOS, and we have a DisplayPort and HDMI port, which means that you will be able to install a CPU with integrated graphics. For those who don't know which processors they have, those that have integrated graphics in the Intel are all those that have the letter K. For example, the 12700K. Only the K, not the KF or the F. Those with integrated graphics, I repeat, those with only the letter K. Having seen all the connections, let's see a little bit about the issue of materials. All this here, all this is plastic. The only thing that is made of aluminum, obviously, are the M2 disc covers and the RAM heatsinks, which also have, obviously, a thermal pad. But overall, the truth is that it is a good design. Not having the connectors on the front makes it much cleaner. I would like to take out all this plastic to see what we find inside. The screws for the plastic are these. I don't know if they are going to see each other. They are different from the rest. I think that's where it came out. And I think it all comes out in one piece. Correct. The battery, of course. But well, in general, the truth is that even if it is all plastic, the truth is that it is not worth it to be aluminum or any other material, because what that would do is increase the price of this plate much more. But we will have to see it in operation to see how the assembly is and how a cabinet assembled with this type of board looks, which of course they will have in the channel. So keep an eye on the channel. You're going to have the assembly with this motherboard. The price of this plate is between $200 and $220 or euros on Amazon. In the description, I leave you the links for both Amazon Spain and Amazon. And is it worth spending those $200 or 200 euros on a board that has the connectors on the back? My most sincere opinion is that if you are not interested in having the connectors as always on the front of the board, it is not worth spending $200 or 200 euros. Honestly, you can get boards like MSI, the B760 for $120 or 120 euros. With the same chipset, same maximum memory capacity, same processors, DDR5, etc. I think this board is aimed at specific users who, well, are kind of geeks like me and who can buy them. But if not, go for other brands, to be honest. Okay, but beyond the price. Do I like this format? Yes, the truth is that I like it, and beyond that, as I said, I like that you can't see the cables. I think it's good in general for all audiences. Because in addition to the fact that, well, you can't see the cables, I was already testing it. I was mounting it on a piece of equipment like this to test if it was easier or not, and it is much more comfortable. Because when mounting, for example, liquid cooling, the video card, or you have to be removing a disc or whatever, always connect or disconnect cables or a connector on the front of the board when the equipment is already mounted. The truth is that sometimes it gets very complicated. Instead, you have everything in the back. From your cabinet, from your box, and you connect or disconnect. In that sense, it is much easier. And now something I don't understand is that why didn't it already become, because it has been a while now, a standard? I don't know if it's because that influences the price to be much more expensive, because you won't find plates of these for less than $200. You won't find it. They are all quite expensive. So I think that if a standard was not made, because beyond, now the boxes or cabinets are coming, almost all the mid-range or high-end ones, already with this type of holes and holes to install this type of plate. So I don't understand. I think it will be because of the price, which will increase. I don't know. Because of the design, I don't understand. But I think it would be a good option for it to already conform to a standard. And in addition to, as I said, the visuals that it facilitates us when installing the component. If you have any questions or queries about this product, you can leave them in the comment box, because you know well that I answer all the comments that you leave me. And also, of course, if you liked it or it helped you, I'm going to invite you to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and something very important, share this video to be able to reach more people and to be able to create a much larger community. Without further ado, thank you very much for being there, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.